brothers and sisters, sinners and saints. Enter the sanctuary. The doors are open. Welcome to the First Church of Lorenzo. The only church that swears back.
What the fuck was that? I can't fucking compete with that. I can't come out of that every fucking episode. We're going to have to tone that down because that was like fucking epic. You guys got a hold of Steve and had Steve put that together? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't want to fucking try to live up to that fucking introduction every fucking episode. We're going to have to tone that down some. That's insane. I didn't sit down here today to talk to you about how Steve carries his fucking balls around in a dump truck. The fucking voice on that guy. No, what I sat down here to talk to you about today is friendship. Friendship is such a weird fucking thing. They say that friends are the family that we choose, or something like that. You know what? I don't know the fucking exact saying. But it's something to the effect of our friends are the family that we choose. Our family is our family, but friends are the family that we choose, or something like that. I don't. It's a fucking saying. Google it. But anyway, the point of that phrase or that saying is to suggest that, you know, the family that you're born into, you're kind of fucking stuck with. You didn't have any fucking choice, but your friends are the family that you selected for yourself. That hasn't been my experience with friendship at all, because it never works out for me. You see, I lost a friend recently, someone that I considered to be a good friend, and I'm taking it fucking hard. I'm not taking it well at all, because I don't make friends easily. I know that that's probably shocking to you, but people aren't just flocking to my fucking door to be friends with your old boy Lorenzo. It doesn't really work out that way for me. I don't know what it is either.
Hey Lorenzo, we were all going to get together and go down to the Potluck down at the community center later on tonight. Would you like to go?
Oh yeah, I don't go to potlucks. If I wanted a mouthful of cat hair, I'd just fucking blow one. But hey, thanks for the invite. Means a lot. I can't imagine why people wouldn't want to be my friend. I'm honest and I'm caring and I give all of myself to those that I cherish. Hey, Lorenzo, we're looking for a fourth guy for our bowling team. What do you think about bowling? You want to come down and be part of the bowling team? The hot wings down at the alley are fucking great. Bowling, huh? The national pastime for wife beaters. Nah, that's okay, guys. I prefer to abuse my women emotionally and psychologically. I'm not going to beat the shit out of them with you guys. But you guys go ahead. Thanks for the invite. People aren't just beating down my door to be my friend, and I've never really understood why. You would think that someone as strikingly handsome as me, with as much going for him as I have, would be just beating people away with a stick who were lined up to be my friend. But that's simply not the case.
Hey Lorenzo, Cassie and I were just talking. Have you ever had Kettle One vodka?
Oh no, I don't drink vodka.
Oh my God, you don't drink vodka? Why not?
Because I have self-respect. Vodka is for 55-year-old fucking used-up barflies who take a different Burt Reynolds fucking look-alike home every night. Those of us with self-respect, Janet, drink whiskey. They're just not beating down my door to be friends with me. And it's weird. So when I actually get a friend, a real friend, someone who accepts me for who I am, I will do almost fucking anything in order to keep them. And that, I think, is where I fuck up. Because like I said at the beginning of this segment, friendship is fucking weird. the saying doesn't really hold true. Friends aren't really the fucking family that you choose because they can fucking check out anytime they like. And they do. All the time. Family you're fucking stuck with. Family you can't get away from. A family unit you are a member of whether you want to be or not. That's the kind of fucking lasting staying power that I'm looking for. Somebody who can flit in and out of my life on a whim is a fucking problem for me. I need consistency and follow through. Because friendship, if you really fucking take a look at it, is so goddamn stupid. The whole concept of it is dumb. It's built on fucking smoke and vapor, right? You spend this inordinate amount of time feeling each other out and exchanging information and comparing fucking shared experiences, building memories that you share together, garnering and fostering trust. And then all of a sudden, one fucking argument, one disagreement. Or it could be one disagreement that keeps coming up over and over again until the friend that you cherished more than anything else in the world just says, fuck it, I'm done. And they walk away. Friendship is fucking gay. Why would anybody put themselves through that? But every now and then the stars are right and the planets align and the seas part, and I end up running across someone who really fucking gets me, understands me, and accepts me for who I am. Like I said, it doesn't happen very often, maybe 2 times in my entire life, maybe even 3. If I wanted to put Bradley in that category, I could say 3 times in my entire life have I ever had a really solid, no shit friend who just fucking understood my language. But it never lasts. Ever. And I don't fucking understand why. I do all the best friend things. Like, I check in.
Hey, Lorenzo, what's happening?
I was just checking in to see if we're still friends.
Well, yeah, why wouldn't we be?
Well, I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Why wouldn't we be friends?
Lorenzo, we're still friends, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Lorenzo, did you need something?
Yeah, the way you said, I'll talk to you later, that didn't sound like you were being friendly. That sounded like you were exasperated with me already today. Is that the case? Am I being too much?
No, Lorenzo, you're just fine, man.
And we're still friends?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. We're still friends.
Okay, I'll check back in with you later. Other best friend things I do. I encourage you to have other friends besides me.
Hello?
Hey, I was thinking, do you have friends besides me? Because if you don't, you should. You have other friends, right?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Really? Who are they? What are their names?
Well, there's Bob and James and Phil and Sean.
Man, that's a lot of friends. And of those friends, who's your best one besides me, of course, besides me?
Well, I'd probably say James.
Okay, well, what is it James has that I don't? Why do you gravitate towards James?
Well, Lorenzo, I got to be honest with you. I'm not sure I gravitate towards anyone. We're just friends because we work together and we both like fishing.
Well, I could like fishing. I like fishing a little bit. I like to go trout fishing. I don't know much about bass fishing, but I could do fucking fishing. Like, why can't I be your fishing friend? Why does it have to be fucking old dusty-ass James?
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. Next time we go fishing, we'll take you with us.
Oh, so it'll be a threesome. That's not what I want at all. I don't understand why I'm not enough for you, okay? Why am I not enough? What is it about me that says not enough, better also pal around with James, John, Phil, and George?
You know what, buddy? I'm just going to go. We'll talk about this later.
I also come with vital numbers and metrics about the success rate of our friendship.
Hey, Lorenzo, what can I do for you?
I'm just checking in with you because I was doing the math the other day and I have an exactly 11% success rate of getting you on the phone when I call. And I'm just wondering, what I can do to increase that rate of success.
Well, how did you calculate that 11%, buddy?
Well, I just did a basic calculation on the number of times I've actually got you on the phone versus the number of times I've called over the last few weeks, and it's sitting right around 11%. I think 11.3.
Well, Lorenzo, I got to be honest, I think you're putting a little bit too much thought into this. I answer the phone when I can. I got a job. I'm busy. I got my own life.
Oh, you have your own life. Yeah, that's right. I forgot. Yeah. How about I just leave you alone and you just go enjoy your own life, okay?
Sounds good, buddy. We'll talk later.
You see what I'm saying? Who wouldn't want someone like me to be in their corner? I've never really been able to understand why I repel people the way I do. And then once I do find someone to become friends with me, why they never stick around. I've given you solid examples right there of the kind of friend that I can be. It's my default setting. I do that without trying. Why aren't people lining up to be best buddies with your old boy fucking Lorenzo? I have no idea. But I do know this. I'm taking applications. If you're looking for somebody who's going to have your back, celebrate your fucking wins and mourn your losses, I'm your guy. And I'm a one-stop shop. I'm the only friend you'll ever need. Don't get that fucked up, okay? I'm the only fucking friend that you'll ever need and the only friend you'll ever want. There will never be another friend like me, okay? There will never be anybody like me in your life. You can take that to the bank.
So saith the Lorenzo, crying like a bitch.
You know, I have a really stressful job. I do. I know it's going to shock you, but this podcast doesn't pay a whole lot, considering that I don't run ads and I don't make you pay to listen to it. I don't make any fucking money doing this. So I have a real job. And this job is getting fucking stressful, dude. And it's not just my job, because I talk to a lot of people, and they're all saying the same thing. People in professional lines of work, it's the fucking same story. You used to get to a level in whatever corporate America job that you were in, and you knew that you were good. You were a made man, basically. Those days are over. Now, corporate America jobs, you're just fucking lucky to keep. And it's paperwork, and it's telecoms, and it's fucking checklists, and it's this program, and it's that program, and there's this process that's going to countermand the last process, but you got to keep doing the last process until such time as this process is committed to muscle memory. And it's constantly changing, and it's constantly evolving, and you got to really keep your eye on your fucking email, because the rules that applied yesterday may and probably have changed today. It is never the fucking same day twice nowadays in corporate America, and it's oppression being rained down on you from the fucking corporate office, and the stakeholders are nipping at your fucking heels from underneath, and there's fucking paperwork coming at you from every fucking angle, and the employees are pissed, and it's just fucking crazy all the time. It's absolute pandemonium, even in the smallest, most remote fucking outposts of these giant corporations. The fucking oppression level is still just goddamn insane. And I'm just fucking stressed, completely fucking stressed out. And there are so many days when I go to the house and I sit in the chair and I think, if one more fucking thing goes wrong today, I'm gonna snap. Those are my days, most days. Corporate America is a fucking nightmare right now. So with that in mind, you can imagine my mindset when I get in my fucking pickup truck that doesn't have air conditioning, by the way, and I roll down the windows and the goddamn window on the driver's side won't go down. In its defense, it's a 32-year-old Ford F-150, okay? The motor has done its job. It deserved to fail me. And I shouldn't be mad about it, but that fucking day, I was goddamn incensed because it was just another fucking thing flying at me that fucking day. So I immediately just point my fucking truck at AutoZone and I cruise on over there real quick and I go inside, I slam the fucking door and I kick the fucking tire on the way in. Piece of fucking blue shit. And I go flying into fucking AutoZone, and that is when I ran into Derek. Derek, the AutoZone guy. What a fucking great dude. I fucking love Derek. And I don't love a lot of people. I'm not what you would call a friendly dude. But Derek, every time I go in there, Derek is like a breath of fresh air. I would say he's 5'7", 5'8", maybe 5'9". He's got sandy brown curly hair, nondescript features. He's just a normal dude, a little bit fucking heavy set, but he's not fat. in there with his gray AutoZone shirt and his dark charcoal gray pants, and he's standing there behind the counter, and I am fucking heated, man. And he's standing there behind the counter waiting for me as I walk in. And he's looking at me with this pleasant, almost serene look. And the moment I saw Derek, it's like my blood pressure dropped a notch, because I knew that Derek was going to make everything okay. So I walk up to the counter and I tell him that I need a driver's side window motor for a 94 F-150. And this is why Derek is such a beautiful fucking man, by the way. Derek kind of looks up to his right and stares at the ceiling tiles for a moment and goes, I have one of those. Turns on his heel, walked all the way to the fucking back. You see him moving among the aisles back there, and then he comes back up with the box, and he is just so goddamn happy that he had the part I need. Derek, the guy at fucking AutoZone. And it's funny because Derek would have been a cautionary tale for me when I was growing up. My fucking parents and my grandparents, they all said the same thing. They would have interacted with a man like Derek, and we would have gotten in the car, and they would have put their hand on the back of the seat and turned around and looked at me over their shoulder like they were getting ready to back up. And they all said the fucking same thing every fucking time. That guy in there that we just talked to, that guy is the reason why you have to get your education, Lorenzo. You don't want to end up like Derek. Every time I go fucking see Derek, I think about that. How Derek would have been a cautionary tale. Somebody that I should have sought to avoid becoming. You see what I'm saying? But fast forward all these fucking years later, Derek is a dude who is legitimately happy to be doing what he's doing. And the whole time I'm fucking standing there while Derek is running around in the back getting the fucking part that he thinks he has for me, my phone is fucking blowing up.
You're supposed to be on this telecon at 1 o'clock. Where are you? Hey, Bob called and needs you to call him back about some kind of something or other. I told you I needed Tuesday off. And then the schedule comes out, and lo and behold, I'm scheduled for Tuesday. The TK421 report still isn't done. When are you going to get around to doing that? Oh, I'm sorry, the TK421 report has been replaced by the TK422 report. When are you going to do that one?
My phone is fucking exploding with all of these messages and phone calls. People demanding bits of my time and wondering why I haven't already complied to this or fucking checked that box. And in the meantime, Derek has worked his way back up to the front with the part that I need, and he is standing there in front of me in his blue-collar uniform, serenely staring back at me while I deal with the fucking chaos on my phone. And in that moment, I realized that I both hate a little bit, love a lot, and also envy Derek. Derek is doing exactly what he loves. He is working at a job. He's the only guy in this building who works here, and all he gets to do all day long is exactly what he loves to do. You can tell by the look on his face. Derek is the happiest motherfucker I've ever seen because he is working at a job that he truly loves. Now, he's either uneducated or educated and underemployed. I'm not sure which one, but what I do know for sure is that Derek is not a fucking cautionary tale, and people like Derek are not cautionary tales. We were sold this fucking lie that we had to go to college or we were going to fucking end up like Derek, the fucking AutoZone guy, and we were going to be miserable and we were going to be poor and we were going to be expendable. But here I am standing in this fucking AutoZone looking at the serene, blissful, peaceful fucking face of Derek while dealing with absolute goddamn pandemonium on a fucking cell phone. Everybody coming at me from every which way, and I'm thinking to myself, who's the real fucking loser here? I don't know how much money Derek makes, but I do know that you cannot be that fucking serenely happy and also be goddamn destitute. So he has to be making a livable wage here. I guess it really boils down to your definition of what happiness is. I'm going to speculate that Derek's happiness is working at a job that he loves, making enough money to live, clocking out at the end of the day, and going home and living his fucking life. The version of happiness that I was sold was achieve, win, get bigger, get faster, get better. We're going to pay you a lot of fucking money, but at the expense of your peace, your happiness, and your fucking soul. Derek is not a cautionary tale. I am. I am the fucking cautionary tale. Get your college degree. You start out with a company. You work your way up to a mid-level or upper management position, and every day they just chip away. They just chip away a little bit at your fucking integrity and your fucking sanity. They chip away at everything that makes you you, to where you wake up in the morning and you look at yourself in the mirror and you go, what the fuck happened to you? Derek is not a cautionary tale. I am. Thankfully, though, the school system seemed to have figured it out a little bit in the last 10, 15 years. When I was coming up, it wasn't even just my fucking parents and my grandparents. It was the school counselors and the teachers calling you a fucking loser if you were going to be a fucking auto mechanic or something like that. Nowadays, the schools are telling you, yeah, you can go get your degree if you want, but we really need people in the trades. I don't know, man. Every time I walk into that fucking AutoZone, I question the entire trajectory of my life because I see Derek standing there just as happy as a man can possibly be. Derek's my fucking dude, man. Love me some Derek. Thank you for joining me for what is technically Season 3, Episode 1 of this podcast, although we have changed the name to the First Church of Lorenzo. Because it's a little bit fucking grabbier. It's a little fucking snappier. You know what I mean? It sticks in the head better than Misanthrope Radio, don't you agree? But welcome anyway, and thank you for joining me for the inaugural episode of the First Church of Lorenzo. All right, cue Steve. He's standing by with this kick-ass exit outro thing. Until next time.
The offering commences. Tell a friend. Leave a review. Let the congregation grow. New sermons arrive when the Spirit moves. The First Church of Lorenzo. Go forth and sin boldly.